Welcome to our final installment on Namibia's Access to Information Act, where we look at what to do when your request for information is refused. Despite your best efforts, not all information requests will be successful. However, the Act provides a clear process for challenging refusals to disclose information. If your request for access to information is denied, there are 4 steps involved. Step 1. A notice of refusal. The information officer must give you a written notice that includes the reasons why they've refused your request. Step 2. Internal review by the head of the entity. After receiving your notice of refusal, you have 14 days to apply for an internal review of the decision by the head of the entity. You can apply for an internal review in writing or orally. Your application must set out the reasons why you think the decision should be reviewed. If your application is made orally, the information officer must write it down and give you a copy to confirm what you said. There are 3 potential outcomes of the internal review, namely 1. Confirmation of the information officer's initial decision. 2. Overturning of the initial decision, granting full access to the requested information. Or 3. Amendment of the decision, possibly allowing partial access or providing the information in a different format. You will receive a written notice of the review decision. If the review was not decided in your favor, the notice must explain the reasons for the decision, the relevant provisions of the law, and your right to make further appeal to the Information Commissioner. Step 3. Appealing to the Information Commissioner. If you're not happy with the outcome of the internal review, you have 14 days to appeal to the Information Commissioner. The Information Commissioner will hold a hearing and then make a decision on the appeal. The 3 possible outcomes of that decision are the same as for the internal review. Step 4. Review by the High Court. If you are not happy with the outcome of the appeal to the Information Commissioner, you have the right to ask the High Court to review the decision. You must make this application for review within a reasonable time frame after the appeal decision by the Information Commissioner. There's no specific time frame for what is reasonable, but your case might not be considered by the court if you wait too long, so it's best to act as quickly as possible. An application for review must follow the procedure in the rules of the High Court. The High Court hears cases in Windhoek and in Oshakati. You can approach the High Court for review without the help of a lawyer, but this would be very challenging. If your request for information involves the public interest, you might find a lawyer to assist you without charge. If you want to try to apply for a review on your own, you should approach the registrar of the High Court to request for assistance with the application. There will be some costs involved with the High Court review. If your review is successful, the other parties might have to pay for these costs at the end of the day. But if you're not successful, you may have to pay the legal fees of the other parties. This means that most cases will end with a decision by the Information Commissioner, who plays a crucial role in making sure that the Act is fairly and correctly applied in practice. Remember, access to information is your right, and we hope you can use the simplified information to make the Act work for you. To access more summarized information on the Access to Information Act, visit www.action-namibia.org.